I find when I'm praying, sometimes I run out of words to pray, and tongues takes over. Um, I don't always deliberately pray in tongues. You know, I can pray in tongues at any time. I've been blessed with that gift. But sometimes it's where I'm so pent up and so passionate and because I'm no academic or literature genius, I'm not good with words anyway, but I sometimes I get overwhelmed and the tongues come out. And when it does, in that sense, when I don't know what to say and it's like the Holy Spirit takes over, again, I feel elevated. It's like the doors of the kingdom of heaven are opening up. And in my mind, I might be saying, "Dear Father," but these words are coming out that I have no control over. But it's lovely to have that connection, and I wish I had that connection every morning that I prayed. You know, that's what I strive for in life. But it doesn't always happen. I think the time tongues took over for me most was when my ex-wife, she was in intensive care. I hadn't prayed for years, and I was with my daughter when the doctor said she wouldn't live 24 hours. We'd been split up for 9 years, and it hurt knowing that she was gonna, and seeing my children, and I said to my daughter Emily, I remember saying, "I'll be back in 5 minutes. Ring her mum and dad to let them know I've just got to go somewhere." And you got to remember, I hadn't prayed in years. And she said, "Where are you going? You can't let..." I said, "I'll be back in 5 minutes." And I went to the chapel of the Royal Berks Hospital. And I prayed to her, and I prayed to God, and I just knew that she wasn't going to die. Someone told me, and it's a sequence of events. I had to ask God to forgive me for not forgiving her. I hated her because she'd left me, and I was in this. It wasn't her fault. I looked, you know, but at the time, she left me. It's her fault. She's ill. But I got to God and I said, "God, forgive me for not forgiving her." And I felt this warmth, this weight, this burden just shift from me. And I remember going back up to the intensive care unit and cuddling my daughter and saying, "It's all right, Mum's not going to die." "Don't be stupid, Dad. The doctor said she's got 24 hours. And I said, "I just know, Emily. I've spoke to God." "Oh," because they knew that I'd followed God all them years before. And I remember going home that night and I started crying, you know, which is not a regular event for me. And I was in my bedroom, door closed, and I remember getting on my knees and I started crying, and I tried to pray for my ex Laura, for my children, and there was just no words. And then all of a sudden there was this outpouring of the Holy Spirit. You've got to remember, I hadn't communicated with God for years, and tongues come pouring out, and I was crying, and for about 10-15 minutes this event, and I call it an event because it was like an event, happened in my life.